This could go really great or really bad because I am going to attempt doing some eye swatches because I have these beautiful primers by Dede Signature and I'm really, really intrigued by them. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So as I just mentioned, I just got a care package or a PR package with no intent or no requirement that I have to post, but I have been loving the brand Dede Signature, so thank you for sending this over. And I have their Sweet Aesthetics collection. So before I get carried away, let me go ahead and introduce myself. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and if you're old goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy and I love makeup. So like I said, this can go really good or really bad because I am going to attempt to do some eye swatches. Let me show you what I have. I have all of these beautiful eyeshadow primers. Yes, my goodness. So many various colors. I mean, we have like a tan or like tan or beige shade. There we go. We have a orange, which is really exciting. We have pink, we have yellow. Really exciting because, you know, a lot of times yellow has a tendency not to show up very great on deeper skin. We have brown, we have a teal or like an aquamarine. We have white, of course. We have black. And we got a little baby pink, if I didn't mention it already. So Dede Signature is super affordable. Been really impressed by their products. These primers retail for $9.99. And they are the Sweet Aesthetics 12 all matte eyeshadow palette with a new super pigmented matte formula. And it's really supposed to be just like enhance their eyeshadows. And then they come in 8 different colors and it's going to pair well with their Sweet Aesthetics palette. So this is the palette and it retails for $28.99. So this is carried by Dede Signature also and made by them. And look at this. So Pastels. Pastels can be rough, but we got some deeper, more grungier shades right here. So I'm really excited about that. Ooh, look at this. These 4 really like, ooh, okay. And that greens look delicious. Oh, the whole thing looks really good. So it's a different take on pastels, but I'm really interested to see how it's going to play with the primer. And like I said, this retails for $28.99. And then, let's see, a few things about the palette. And all of this is actually coming from the Dede Signature website. So this palette is described as a fun and colorful palette for spring and summer, which of course you can use anything, anytime. Then we also have a rainbow multi-chrome. And their shimmers have been just great. Okay, I'm like, focus, what's happening here? There we go. So really pretty. And I am, let's see, let's do a good swatch. Usually in order, because this one kind of goes from top to bottom, I am going to swatch my finger vertically. So you can try to pick up all the colors. It's actually really pretty. So you don't see like all the colors like in row. Oh, actually I should do it horizontally. Well, I guess, well, it just depends. Let's do it horizontally. Yeah, you'll get more of the actual rainbow effect. There you go. So it has a nice little light base to it, so it's going to be more like ethereal, but I think on top of the primers it's going to look really good. Like I said, hella nervous, okay? Because Lord knows it's been a long time since I've done some eye swatches. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to go ahead and pack on the white and then I am going to do the beige. First we're going to do lightest to deepest, okay? And I got my makeup wipes and my micellar water handy, okay? So let's see. I'm going to give them a little bit of shake. They don't seem too fluidy, but you never know. Sometimes they just kind of settle to the ground. And these products are available now. Settle to the ground. That's interesting, Ash. So let's see, I'm just going to start with a little bit. I do really like the applicator because it makes it nice and easy to just kind of get the product on your eye. I'm just taking like a Real Techniques brush. This is called Base eyeshadow brush, actually. I myself, though, am not a huge fan at all of white primers, okay? I know that they can make certain eyeshadows pop, but I don't want to see my primer peeking through eyeshadow. And that's what kind of tends to happen with certain shadows when you blend them out. I typically prefer to use primers that actually match my skin complexion. But in certain cases, I do get it. Let's see. And it's going down really nicely. The white primer so far. I'm gonna bring you in a little closer. Okay, that's better. All right, so this is just with one layer down. I'm gonna kind of let that dry down, and while that's kind of drying down, I'm going to move on to the next primer, which is called DS Cookie, okay? And this is the beige shade. Right, so that is what that beige shade is looking like. And I don't feel like I put too much more than I did of the white shade, but as you can see, and these primers, you know, before you get to use them, you need to kind of let them just dry down and get a little tacky, so all your shadow is not kind of like eaten up by the primer because the primer is too wet. I'm gonna go back in with the white shade, just tap a little bit more, and I am just kind of like cleaning off my brush on a little makeup towel. And just packing, and this one seems to be a little bit more sheer of a white base compared to DS Cookie, which is the beige shade. They both kind of look alike. So far this primer does seem to be kind of emollient, and sometimes that can be a little problematic on my eyes because I do have dry skin, but the one area of my face that is a little more oily would be the folds of my eyelids, and I do have somewhat of a hooded eye. So we have the white primer right here, which is called Snowy. We got Snowy, and then we also have DS Cookie. And when I look like this, I cannot take myself seriously. So here we go. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the colorful shades. Really excited about these. This is Barbie, this is light pink, and then we have Minty. And we definitely got some bubblegum pink going on. I'm taking another Real Techniques brush, and this is the crease prep brush. All right, that looks pretty good. It's a little less subdued. I mean, it's a little bit more subdued than I thought it would be, but that is the Barbie shade. Now we have Minty. Oh, and we seem to have a little mishap with Minty. It is like kind of, I don't know, like exploded a little bit or just kind of seeping out. It's okay though. I'm just gonna take my makeup wipe and just give it a quick little wipe off. I don't know if the component, I think something is going on with this particular component. Woo! Yeah, I think that's what's happening here. All right, going ahead to blend that out. Okay, so there we have Minty. So they are a little bit sheerer than I would think they should be, or I don't know, or what I was expecting probably. Okay. We do have, let's see, because I have to. We have Lily of the Valley, and then we also have Peony. So let's pop those two on just to see what impact we're going to get. All right, I got a flat low Repher 01, and gonna pop in with Peony. Nice little baby pink shade, picks up well. But you know, one thing about these shades is sometimes they are a little bit more sheer. So let's see what Barbie is giving. Okay. It is helping the cause. I think it's kind of hard to say because I didn't put this down on my eyelid without with a traditional primer, that would say. But let's see. The shadow is packing on nicely. I think I just wish it was a little thicker consistency and a little bit dried down, just a little bit more tacky. But it is like the shadow is grabbing to it. That looks pretty good because, yeah. Let's see. If I was to just take the shadow right here on my side of my nose, you see not much pigmentation. So definitely amped it up. Definitely amped it up, okay? Now, just gonna flip the brush over and we're gonna go in with Lily of the Valley, which is our minty shade. There she is. Got this whole pink. Giving pink. Oh. Okay. All right. Yep. Oh, wow. Yep. I don't know if that was like a little piece of cotton that was left on my skin. Wow. And just for kicks, like this shade, it's very light on my skin without it. So definitely an amp up. Oh my gosh. Really pretty. Okay, I'll be back. I just removed the primers and the shadow with just a makeup wipe. These are the Neutrogena makeup removers, and I want to show that there is a tiny bit of staining, and that's from the pink. The green, I really don't see any, but yeah, not too much. I mean, I know I've only had it on there for just a moment. Now I'm just gonna go in with a nice little cotton just to kind of dry that lid down. Yellow and the orange. So yellow, we have Sunny, and then for the orange we have, or it's more of a coral shade. Ooh, gonna be really excited about this yellow. The yellow, okay, so far is looking good. I'm liking the color of this primer. All right, that is Sunny. I am very impressed by Sunny, and let's go on to our coral shade. Ooh, what happened to her? Okay, I'm gonna add more on because I think I got whatever just kind of popped out the bottle at first after it's been sitting. Okay, the coral, I don't know if it needs more shaking up. I don't think I'm so happy with the coral shade, which is the more orangey shade. It might be okay. I'm gonna let it settle down and see what happens with it, but it's very, you know, it's kind of coming off a little translucent right in here. I do get good color around the crease area in the inner folds. So that could be good because a lot of times if you're taking certain shades and you want to blend it out. Let's see. Let's put some shadows on top. All right, using another brush, I'm going to, this is a Reference 02. I'm going to go in with Sunflower. I'm very, very intrigued to see what this yellow on yellow action is going to do. These shades seem pretty pigmented, but you know, it's like, start swatching it. But the yellow base, because I have, well, all right, because I feel like it's only really my Blend Bunny shades that will really pop. This is popping because, baby, I have some other yellow shadows and they don't come to play, okay? They do not come to participate at all. They don't. But the yellow, and I'm so happy about that because this, like I said, this is one of the shades I was most intrigued by because sometimes I want to do like a yellow mustardy crease, and sometimes mustard can be a little hard to show on my skin complexion as well, or if you're a little bit deeper, and I feel like this will really just give those shadows a boost. And it's not coming out too thin. Like I can't really see the shadow and the primer peeking through. I'm really happy about this. It's looking good. Wow. Let's just for kicks pop a little of this on. Oh, that's pretty. It gives a nice little effect. I think I would kind of use a little glitter glue with this, but you don't really need to. But if you want it to be a little bit more opaque, it's giving limoncello. I'm here for it. Okay. Now I want to see, because like I said, it's not really hanging here, but I do want to see what it looks like when you blend it out, like a blend out shade. On the other ones, I've just kind of been packing in. So I just have like an old school MAC. This brush has been with me since forever, like literally like 2003, 2004, out of those Christmas sets. And I'm just going to pop in. Wow. Okay. So coral's not coming to play. That's probably a little bit cotton. We got Dahlia here. Beautiful. Like I said, I feel like it was a little emollient. It could just because it wasn't really settled. You know how the product, it just needs to be, it's been sitting. But these blend out nicely too. Wow. Wow. She's vibrant. Very vibrant. I probably, between the shadow and this, what's the name? I'll probably have a tiny bit of staining. But wow. Really just... wow. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll remove this and we got two more. Brown and black. Let's see. I'm very curious about the brown too. The brown is called DS Caramel and this is called Noir. So, okay. Well, DS is standing for the Dede Signature. Put the brown on. I'm gonna just give it a real good shake this time. And actually I'm holding up pretty well over here as far as this one is kind of doing the same thing that Mint was. Shade, ooh, okay. All right, I don't know if like the tip into the bottle part is like causing the issue there, but I'm gonna screw that on really well. Going in with a clean brush, just as a MSQ brush. I'm gonna pop that on the lid. Very deep. This is gonna be good like if you wanna do like a good smoky eye. Like I said, I just wish they were just a little bit less emollient, like not so much water. Ooh, that would be nice. That's nice. I'm a fool with it. I'm a fool with it for sure. And I'll definitely probably fool with the black too when I'm trying to do my dark looks. Oh, the black is doing the same thing. I don't know what's going on with the component. I like the component because it's easier for you to place the primers, but something's happening. I think something's happening between here and here because that's where it seems to be seeping from. And it's not everyone. So it's been the brown, the black, and the mint. So 3 out of the 8. But let's get this black on. Taking another rougher, 32. Since these colors are so dark. Now I have succeeded in dirtying up almost all of my base brushes. So I will have to get them washed. This black is going on great. It's like a top. It's like pretty deep. You're gonna have a good time. I've talked about this in a video that's coming out today, ranking all my palettes. I've done a video on this. Talked about it, ranking my videos. I really have good things to say about this palette. But for me, I said I wish Frappuccino and Mocha would show up a little bit different. I am going to try to take these 3 shades and see where we land with it, okay? I am going to go in with Frappuccino here. Let's see how this picks up. Oh, okay. It just makes it darker, but this shade does lay better. I will say that. Shade is definitely laying better. Okay, now I would like to see what Mocha is doing. And I know I said I was going to go in with the other one, but I think I messed that up. So here's Mocha. I feel like this one was a little light. It needed a little help, punchiness in the crease area. Okay, yeah. Okay. That helps it, because even with a primer that's my color, like this shade, as you can see, it doesn't. That was my problem with the palette. Even though I do really like this palette, it's like not deep enough. But now, I've never seen anybody really do a brown primer, to be honest. Have I seen that? No, I don't think so. Okay, and then let's see, for fun, I mean, we don't have any blacks, but we do have this shade called Eucalyptus. So let's just pop that on. Ooh, so that's gonna be fun to really give it a blacked out but pop. That could be a beautiful smoky eye moment as well. Okay, and I'm gonna just wipe off another one, that blending brush we had earlier, and let's see, let's go in the Blue Daisy and take a little Blue Daisy. That's very electric. Let me see how it blends out over. Okay, this particular shade is not really blending out. It is and it isn't. It picks up a little bit. But if you were to pack it on, like I said, I'm just wiping these brushes off of my little makeup towel as I normally do. Let's see. Sometimes, you know, these mattes and pastels, you gotta do a little packing action. And this black base really kind of changes the game. And of course, I would probably put these primers are kind of like a learning curve, so I would just kind of take heed and making sure you put it down a little bit nicer. But yeah, if you pack it on and blend it out, that's really pretty. That would be like a nice little smoky situation. And then, why not? Oh, who said it has to be for the summer? That would be cute if I was to execute this better. Oh yeah. You see the vision? We're just playing. We're just having fun. I'm here for the brown. I'm here for how it's settling. I think that'd be good. Like, even if you have like Natasha Denona Biba, the new gold palette. What's that? The nude palette that I know some of us chocolate girls try to wear. It can help them ash potential palettes. You know those palettes, and you be like, what's happening here? So, okay. All right. So, I can take myself seriously, but I can't. But okay, as far as the primers, I can't take any more for today, my eyes. But I'm gonna definitely come back with a look with this palette tomorrow. We're gonna hope tomorrow, because you know I say tomorrow and then I show up 3 days later to film, but we're gonna be positive tomorrow. But as far as the primers, really impressed with the black, really impressed with the brown, because I don't feel like I've ever seen a brown this color, and really thrilled about the yellow, which is sunny. So excited about that. I feel like that's a game changer, and a lot of people I know that mention it was like, yellow primers. I do like this one. I'm impressed, slightly impressed. And then I like the mint as well. So these 5, the black, the brown, the yellow, the mint, really like. The pink I do, but I'm like here or there about pink shadows. And then the cream and the white to me. The tan is just, it's whatever. I'm not a huge tan primer person, even with other brands. The white, same thing. And then the pink is just like, I'm just not a huge pink matte person. Berries, deeper berries, burgundies, yes, but that could be good on this too. Natasha Denona Love palette. Okay, all right. So in this little shimmer, but this is giving vamp. All right, so I will see y'all later so we can do the pastel palette. I'm not scared. I'm not scared anymore. Okay, I'll see y'all soon. I'm back. Not like I promised. Said I'll be back tomorrow. That was Monday. Today's Thursday. Whatever. We're here, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do an eye look with the Sweet Aesthetics eyeshadow palette. And this is all matte, but you know, we do have our shimmer right here, our rainbow shimmer. So I'm trying to figure out in which direction do I want to go, because I know I do want to incorporate the yellow, but then I really want to play with these 3 shades especially, but then yellow can work. Trying to figure it out. Okay, but I am going to go ahead and use the yellow primer, which was sunny. But I think what I'm going to do, because the primer was so emollient, I'm going to start off with my matte contemplative state paint pot, which you guys know I always use, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the yellow primer over there. I think that will work out well. So as you can see, the contemplative state is just definitely a stiffer primer, a lot less emollient, kind of dries down a little bit tackier, a little bit quicker. Now I'm popping that yellow primer over it, and I don't know where I'm going with this look, so I am just going to blend it all out across the eyelid, and I feel like it's actually enhancing this primer as well. And it is kind of like the other primer is kind of grabbing to this primer. And I think this is going to be kind of clutch, because if you have a little oily eyelids, yeah. And I don't think that this step is going to really make the eyeshadow like be too thick or not lay well. Yeah, because I mean, it kind of be like no different than using glitter glue, to be honest, you know? Oh, that's looking good. So like, yeah. If you wanted to do a shadow, yeah, I mean, like, or just act like this was a shadow for a good base, that will work. Okay, I have no clue where I'm going with this. Let's just have some fun. All right, I am back and here is the final look, and I think it came out so good. Now, let me tell you, it's always something when it comes to filming around here, okay? Why did I knock my lemonade into my brush holder? Thankfully, somehow it just went down, straight down, missed the bristles. So I only had to like just take the brushes out, wipe them down, and then, you know, rinse out the bottom. So this is the brush holder that I'm talking about right here. And then so you see maybe a tiny little specks of water that has to dry. And then it had all these beads in the bottom. So I took them out and like rinsed them out and patted them dry. Now, the upside is I did not put all those beads back in. And now my brushes fit much better because, you know, when I bought the case, I didn't have as many brushes. And I have more brushes than this down here. But now I'm like, oh, there's some room to move them around, you know. But for my troubles, I went ahead and poured myself another cup of lemonade. And this time I added a little bit of tequila to it, okay? Because this is the Trader Joe's jalapeno lemonade. Fine. That's a very Chicago word. If you're not familiar, fine. Like, meaning it's bussin', it's off the chain, it's delicious, it's great, it's good, fine. It's fine, okay? So, Trader Joe's jalapeno lemonade is a seasonal lemonade. So good. Yeah, so I figured for my troubles, I would add a little tequila to it, okay? Now, let's get into this eyeshadow look. I think it came out great and it's really pretty. And I feel like this yellow primer is a game changer. Now, I feel like this is bolder and you can see that it's yellow on my skin complexion, even though I have a very yellow skin complexion. So a lot of times the yellows just kind of blend in, they don't really pop out, but I do get the contrast that I want and I don't feel like it's too stark and it's not looking crazy and it's not looking off against my skin complexion, and it kind of just blends in with the look. I'm also very pleased on how the purples blended on top of this primer. I did feel that I could see a little bit of the red hues though when I was blending out, but that just kind of faded away when I was blending out the purple, because you know, red and blue makes purple, right? Now, I did feel like the deeper purple, I don't know, in contrast to the violet, when you put the two together, it just wasn't as deep as I would prefer it to be. But I still feel like it's a very beautiful color. And then I decided to go for the mint on the lid. Of course, we do have, you know, a mint primer, but I decided not to use this as I already had the yellow one and my matte contemplate state. I thought that would be overkill, but I still felt like it gave a nice pop on the lid with that primer. Now, I took the sparkly shade, which is our part of the Sweet Aesthetics. This is our rainbow like multi-chrome, and I just decided to pop it in the inner corner. So I felt like it gave a nice look. I wanted to kind of keep it more about the matte since the palette was all matte focused, but I do feel like you get a sweet, like ethereal look with this shadow. This shadow is not necessarily a high impact rainbow shadow, so if those things kind of like scare you, then I don't think like you should really be concerned, because if I was just to grab, let's see, this palette right here, this is Catch Yourself White by Adept Cosmetics. That palette, this palette with the rainbow is definitely a little bit more amped up than this one. So actually, while we're here, so you have two shades. You have this one's a little bit lighter, and then you have the deeper one. And I'm just going to take a little swatch of the deeper one. As you can see, it's definitely deeper. And okay, I'm not sure if I'm proving any type of point right here. And it might be because I feel like with the Adept ones, you really do need some type of glitter glue. It's not looking any deeper. So you could just kind of skip my point right there. Well, you could and you couldn't. Okay, so definitely this is deeper. And definitely if you're taking the one from Sweet Aesthetics, like it's definitely a lot lighter. Like I said, more ethereal, kind of like gives me candy vibes, you know. So if you were to swatch them, I think the swatch I have is definitely more blue-green heavy for the Adept one versus the colors of the rainbow, but very pretty. I don't know if I want it a little bit punchier. I feel like I do, but then I don't. I'm like, every single shimmer we have doesn't have to be boom in your face, even though I love boom in your face, you know what I mean? So, but it's really, really pretty. Like I said, it just gives a nice light to the eyes. And of course, if you use a glitter glue to enhance it, it would come off more intense. For this particular look, I decided not to do that, but I did go in with my Mayron mixing medium, and I just put it in a spray bottle, if you guys are wondering, because if you've ever used Mayron mixing medium, it's a full, okay? Now with that twist top, I don't know what you want me to do with that. That is not finna work. You already know I'm clumsy. I be dropping stuff, and that's without any help of the tequila, okay? But I can still function with my tequila. Now, so with all of that being said, I'm really pleased by this collection. I feel like it's right on time for summer, and I feel like it offers a little bit different flavor on the pastels, especially when you come into women of color, because like women of color and pastels, it could just be scary, and you're just like, what is happening here? You know what I mean? Because a lot of times it's just looking ashy. I appreciate that you have lighter and you have some deeper shades. Of course, if you want to go like kind of really, really deep, you are going to need to pull into another palette. But you have some nice shades. It's not particularly rainbow, but it is rainbow. Like you got all the colors of the rainbow, but it's not screaming like reading rainbow, you know what I mean? It's a nice color progression. You have your blues and you have your purples, you got your greens, the pop of yellow, the pinks, and then you got your orange and then kind of like a brown shade. Now this shade, I feel like it's really, really pretty. This shade Lily. And I do like that these mattes, they do seem a little bit powdery. You do get a lot of kick up depending on the type of brush you're using. So when I was using my more domed brush, which is, what was I using? I think I was using, nope. Oh, I was using this brush by BK Beauty, which is the 201. I definitely got a lot more kick up because of it being dome shaped. But when I went in with a more traditional type of, you know, cylinder blending brush like the Wayne Goss 19, I didn't get as much kick off. But let's see, we have the shade Lily right here, and I just love like how mossy that shade is, and I don't know, it's just a nice shade, and it kind of looks a little gray base. So I really kind of dig the differentiation of colors here. So it's not just strict take on pastel. Now the primers, I feel like they're absolutely wonderful. I do feel like we do have a small, like a little issue with some of the packaging. Like I mentioned, the shade Mint, you know, it's just like, I feel like it's a little disconnect from, it looks like, appears to be from the tube to the actual applicator, and it's just kind of leaking out. So hopefully over time that doesn't cause such a great issue and they won't dry out or anything like that. Like I mentioned before, the white and the sugar cookie one or the cookie one, I'm like, not really for me. I don't really particularly like primers that color anyway, but I really do like the brown. Like this is different. Like I don't think I've ever seen a matte brown primer. Like what? And then like I said, the yellow one for sure, and I definitely like the black. The black was just, you know, right on point, but there are a lot of black primers on the market, or you can take, you know, like MAC has the paint pot as well, and I thought that the orange was nice, but I felt like in certain areas. But like I said, me putting my matte Contemplate Stay Down, like a more stickier primer, did help this one kind of lay a little bit better. So it might not be ideal for it by itself depending on how oily your eyelids are, but can be a great companion and just to help boost and amp up those shadows that we all love, but like wish I had more performance out of them. So I feel like this is a great addition and something that I could add to my makeup kit that just kind of helps the overall makeup look, you know what I mean? So with all of that being said, I really hope that you guys like the look. Oh, I didn't go over my face details real quick. So I had this makeup on from work and I was like, it's looking good. It is actually the Urban Decay Face Bond. And I've been wearing it, but then since I came back from Aruba, I haven't really been wearing it a lot because I got such a deep tan. But now I feel like I'm kind of reverting back to degree. At the present moment, I wish I had a shade a little bit deeper than this. This is 26 Medium Deep Warm Peach. Prior to my tan, I felt like it was a really great shade. Now I'm like, Ooh, can I get the next one? Really like this foundation. It's supposed to be like sweat proof, da 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 da, all those claims. But it holds up really nicely. Like I said, I put this on at 7 o'clock in the morning. It is now 7:17 p.m. okay, and I went in on the waterline. I went in with my pencil from ColourPop that has, you know, surprisingly, since I just purchased these in January, and they're great. I love how pigmented they are on the waterline. I love how soft. And I use it all the time, and all the words have peeled off. This collection just came out. These were the multi-chrome cream gel liners. Came out in January, and I feel like this one might have been Victoria Boulevard. Like literally at all the markings. Like you would just think I carry this around all the time, throw in my bag. I've only thrown it in my bag like once. It's like in the drawer. Ain't no markings on it. I mean, I know I pick it up and put it in my hand a lot, but come on. And when I open it up, like the little piece of the pencil, it'd be falling out. So, but I really like it. I don't know if they sell these at Ulta. I have not seen these at the one Ulta I went into, but I really do like these pencils. Good bang for your buck. Okay. Now I did go in with my Juvia's Place bronzer, and earlier this morning I went in with my contour stick by Sephora. This is the shade medium to tan, and then just right now I just kind of warmed up the skin a little bit more with my Juvia's Place bronzer. This is the tan duo. Went in with the deeper shade right here, and I took my Clarity Cosmetics blush in the shade Extra Shot Please. It's a really nice warm terracotta blush. And I took my Arthurine highlighter, blush duo highlighter, that I really do like so much. I've used this so much, but it doesn't even really look like it. This is by Menagerie Cosmetics. And for the lip, I kind of did like one of my favorite little combos. You know, I took my Scorpio lip liner by Juvia's Place and put it with my Bite Beauty Glaze lipstick, RIP to Bite. You know, they are no longer with us as a brand. That is sad. But that is the face, that is the details, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys like the products. If you're wondering about my nails, because they definitely got better the second half of the video, okay? They were very tragic the first part of the video. I am mad at the nail shop, okay? I am mad, I am mad, I am mad. My real nails are like not good. And it's not good because I've been wearing acrylics. Like my real nails just genetically, they are not good. They're very soft. They're very like they're like paper thin. They just peel. They like they curl at the ends and they straighten in water. And please don't tell me any vitamins I can take, okay? Because if you ever watch like my Lock Sister videos, my Sister Life videos, I take a lot of vitamins. I take Nutrafol, even though it says it helps for hair, but I drink Chlorella. I drink Chlorella every day. I drink another product that has like aloe vera and seaweed, body balance. I take Emergency. I take vitamin D. Like, I am vitamin out. It's just the consistency of my nails. So I really do need something like hard over them to protect it, because like I was struggling. Like I couldn't do things because my nails were like so soft that I couldn't like peel things back, you know. And of course it was just a little bit softer because of wearing the acrylics, but I don't ever have fungus or anything like that. But I was pissed because it costs so much these days. Like I'm from the $13 fill-in era, and it costs so much these days to get your nails done. Then they don't even do it right. And I got my nails done, and then like 2 days later they were peeling and chipping. And I was like, that's because she didn't do them right and she rushed. Then they charge you all this money. It was like $48 for my gel overlay plus the polish, and I have regular polish. Then I was like, why is it so much? Well, you got them cut down. So you charging me to cut them down, and they weren't even that long. And then then they actually tried to charge me more, and I had to say like, what did I get? I didn't even get any like chrome or nothing. I was like, oh, they told me the wrong price. So like between my nails and my feet, I almost spent like $100. I'm like, this is ridiculous, you know? And then they only lasted like 2 days. It was just, I was so mad. And I couldn't even go back and get it fixed because I got sick. So these are press-ons from Amazon. I will try to link it down below, and I use the Glamnetic glue. So if you guys are familiar with Glamnetic, you know, with their magnetic eyelashes, they do have glue for press-ons, and I got it all off of Amazon. And I've been getting so many compliments, and I'm just like, press-ons, 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 because your girl is mad, okay? I don't have time. These press-ons cost about $8. So that is my little rant. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you like the products or what you think about the products and this eye look. Leave me a comment down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with a new video, which will be soon. And subscribe to my channel because you know I love to have you in my little makeup family. And with that being said, you already know what time it is. It's time for the Cheddies. Cheddies. Hey, 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 Cheddies. Cheddies. Hey, Cheddies. Cheddies. Hey. All right, y'all. Bye.